according to the chairperson, governing council. We are also almost getting the status for degree awarding institutions. We now have new and old curriculum. We have a first lot of new curriculum on board, and people have been wondering. I had a parent who said that I think people who have done new curriculum are not supposed to branch. No, everybody is supposed to branch. The system just simply changed. Umcat Gulu has flexible programs and sessions that will enable even people who are working to study with us. We have weekend, we have day, and we are also thinking about starting an evening program for those people who think they cannot study over the weekend, but they have some time from the evening. We also have business, humanities, and social science courses. My name is Mkuleve, the center admin, Umcat Gulu. Umcat Gulu started in 2021 in August. That is when we opened our doors in Gulu. But Umcat as a whole opened its doors in 1996, and you must be aware that it has lived for now about 29 years. And Gulu, this is almost the 5th year that we are about to turn. Now, Umcat Gulu is a part of the family of Umcat, and we have other campuses apart from main campus in Kampala, in Bukesa, along Chadon Road. We also have a campus in Mbale, in that region for Eastern, which some people call Eligon or Bugisu sub-region, which serves the Lukedi, Bugisu, and Sebei. We also have a campus in Soroti, which serves the Teso and Karamoja sub-region. And we also now have Umcat Gulu for Lango and the Chol sub-region. And we have a campus in the Arua for West Nile. Now, recently, we have also been thinking about opening a center or a campus in Mbale to serve the western part of the country. And currently, according to the chairperson, governing council, we are also almost getting the status for degree awarding institutions. So most likely by August this year, we may get the status for degree awarding institution. Now somebody may ask you, why would someone choose Umcat? One, of course, because of the ability and the institution that has been in existence for all this long, being one of the most and first interim school in Uganda after Makerere University and Uganda Management Institute. It comes third for training people in journalism and mass communication. However, along the way, Umcat has diversified because of demand. We also have business, humanities, and social science courses, which we have taken on, and most of these are done in our country centers, like I counted them: Mbale, Soroti, Gulu, and Arua. And why would someone choose Umcat Gulu is because one, we have a center number for UBTEP, which has now also been changed by the Act of Parliament 2025, March 2025, to change from UBTEP to UBTAP, which is now called Uganda Vocational and Technical Assessment Board. We have a center number, and by policy, I think the permanent secretary from the Ministry of Education has asked all of us to apply for reaccreditation and re-registration or licensing, and we are on the process. Like you can see, all these Ministry of Education registration by company of registrars, and then we also have accreditation certificates there, all over there. So somebody should not have doubt in us. We are really an organization that is recognized by all the government agencies that are responsible for regulating the education sector in Uganda. Umcat Gulu has flexible programs and sessions that will enable even people who are working to study with us. We have weekend, we have day, and we are also thinking about starting an evening program for those people who think they cannot study over the weekend, but they have some time from the evening, which classes may begin from 5 to around 9, because we are thinking about that, to have everybody be considered. Security is guaranteed for those who are going to apply for evening programs, as we think to start it in August. And our admission requirements are simple because we follow the requirements. We have certificate and diploma programs. For those of you who want to do certificate programs, we now have new and old curriculum. We have a first lot of new curriculum on board, and people have been wondering. I had a parent who said that I think people who have done new curriculum are not supposed to branch. No, everybody is supposed to branch. The system just simply changed. It is your choice. So anybody, why choose Umcat is, of course, we have well-trained facilitators, we have hands-on, we have our equipment. Like you can see, some of these clips are taken by our students, like you see demonstration in some of these videos that will come across. So really, Umcat is the best institution that you can think about. Like for this region, if you're thinking about doing computer science, you're thinking about doing national diploma in journalism and mass communication assessed by UBTEP, if you're thinking about doing a national diploma in ICT, you can only find those courses at Umcat Gulu, not any other institution. So of course, like any other business or service provider, there are quite a number of challenges that we have encountered. One, of course, we must appreciate that Gulu City is an expensive city, and so the cost of operation has become very high. We realized tuition is really very, very high, and our directors have been very good parents. And this January and this May intake that is starting now, we have been giving half bursary, and people are paying really 50% of what would be the total tuition. So, but also the other challenge is people do not have information, and the media, the appropriate media to pass this information to reach them has been very, very hard. You reach in the village, you reach in one of the communities, and somebody does not know that when I have finished senior 4, I can branch and do any other course. Somebody doesn't know that there is affordable courses around the city. So we have started on the move of doing community outreaches, and we are going through secondary schools, we are going through churches, but also sometimes to the worst we can reach the various ceremonies. If we give an opportunity, we would say to ensure that parents and students and sponsors have information about the rightful thing. The other challenge is that people want to do courses, but they lack guidance. People do not know what course they should do. Like we are aware, one of the factors we consider when we are choosing a course is passion, but also we don't forget the job market trends. So it's a big challenge, and there is also what we call this. I want to call it a cultural barrier. Like people in the region, they feel if I must have enough money for me to start. And so if somebody at some point starts a course and then finds hardship, and you are either asking him to go and look for balance, a person gives up so easily. I have had, so that has given us a high drop out. You see, somebody enrolls, does one semester, and the second semester fees becomes a problem, a person drops. Actually drops without communicating. Yet the system allows for a person to apply for a dead semester, apply for a dead year, and then later resume. That also becomes a challenge. But I think also communities do not have, the communities are not doing enough. Parents are not doing enough. When you go to communities, there are so many children who have not gone further with their academics. And convincing these people to change their mind and enroll for another program is also a challenge, which requires government intervention, which requires NGOs intervention, not only us. Because for us, once you speak, somebody will think you're saying so because you're doing business. But it's a general challenge to the whole nation, especially our region. I think just like I said during my submission, there's certain things I hinted on that sound to be the future plans for Umcat. One is that we are thinking about upgrading our status to become the degree awarding institutions, because we have so many alumni who do not have capacity to move to Kampala to pursue bachelor's, and so we are thinking about getting the degree awarding status to enable our alumni to upgrade, and also those who are coming directly from senior 6 and they want to pursue a bachelor's, and that process is underway. And those who have gotten Umcat papers have never regretted. Actually, in most cases, a majority of them get jobs before they actually finish. You will recall, actually we have quite a number of them around the Gulu city. We have one working with Radio Queen, we have about 2 of them working with Radio Choice, we have another one working with Patches. So we have so many products, but of course also in other fields there are so many people who are getting jobs even before we finish. We are very fortunate that the brand identity is really seen and appreciated because of what we have done in the past. In this same regard, I want to ask the parents, sponsors, and any other stakeholder outside there to advise your students to join Umcat, as this you may not regret, because Umcat will give you the knowledge and the skill of hands-on. Umcat Gulu is very accessible. The location is in the heart of Gulu city, and we are located in Arua, Vanguard Ward, Vanguard Village, and also along Timothy Okwera Road. As you're coming, for those of you who are familiar with Gulu city, as you're coming from Lamako Guest House, sloping down along Adonga Road, and then you join Timothy Okwera Road before you reach the junction that takes you to Ram Point. We are just between the Noop office and the Saracen office. I want to appreciate the team that is doing this. I know this is the students' real life project, and it also doubles as content to market our school. I want to appreciate the students for taking the initiative, ensuring that they apply the skills and the knowledge that we have imparted to them. Thank you so much. I remain Mukulu Levi, the sitting administrator of Umcat.